All right, let's party. Wow, how's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Let me say hello to everybody. I almost said every nyan, and I don't know why. I don't know why every nyan almost happened. How you doing, Matthew? How you doing, Black Roses? Congratulations on your first. How you doing, Moss? How you doing, Bonnie? Also for Matthew. Supremely noise. There. Now I can do every nyan. Thank you. Thank you for correcting that. How you doing, Ars? How you doing, Nobody? How you doing, Shark Ray? How you doing, Steve? How you doing, Horror Loving? Noise. How you doing, Zetai? And how you doing, Hug Your Dogs? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing, Fuan? And yeah! How are all of you nerds doing? It is indeed the coziest time of the week. It's Painting Minis with Hal, starring me, painting minis. Okay, so another dumb joke. How you nerds doing? So initially I was going to get a lot more done today, but my wargaming group actually did decide to meet up, so I did actually play 2 games of Trench Crusade, and I don't think I've ever had dice like nearly that hot in just a long time. My dice are on fucking fire today. Oh my god, they were tearing shit up. I did 1 game as Knights of Avarice, and the other one, what's the other one? Oh, I was playing Court. I got to play Court after a long time, and ooh, I forgot how much I like Court. I like the Court. For context, Knights of Avarice are like, you have to be like the most expensive boys ever because Mammon doesn't like no broke ass bitches. And the Court is running a bunch of demons, so you pretty much just run like all elites and you channel blood into your spells. It's really, really cool. How you doing, 14? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, it is time to Halbernaut. It's time to twitch.tv/Halbernaut your minis. You gotta do that. And how you doing, V Architect? Nice. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I had a fun day at the shop. Things were pretty good there. And then I went home, and then I did a tabletop game. I did some D&Ds. Now I'm here. Another one of those like very, very busy day, but very, very good at the same time. How you doing, Jay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I don't know when the big fancy boxes come out, but it's all good. It's all good. It's like one of those things too. I think even like I'm pretty guilty of that. It's like, you know, sometimes it's fun to go to the shop and buy minis. But do you really need more minis? There's gonna be minis to paint. All that effort and none to chauffeur it. Okay, I like that one. The Catholic Church offers a rights. See, sometimes I always realize too that like I just read it and I don't know if I should like read out the entirety of the pun. I'm okay with just being like, yeah. I like that one. See, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. That is like the perfect level of we're going on a journey, but the journey is short and understandable. If it requires more than 2 sentences, I think that's almost too much. Oh, I see. Wait. Are you workshopping puns in other VTuber streams to bring them here? If so, kudos, but eventually they're going to hit you with heavy rocks. Once they learn of your schemes, they're going to hit you with heavy rocks. Obviously, fuck yeah, let's go. But you know the risk for doing that, so like I'm not gonna get you to stop or anything. I'm just saying. They will hit you with heavy rocks. Progressively larger series of bricks. Rock and stone, brother. Let's see, all this unfaithfulness, SMH. I don't know. It's funny because there are some VTubers that are like, unironically, they get like really. I think the only thing that I'm like ever really annoyed by is when people are like getting like a full play-by-play for another stream, or very rarely that like, well, I'm gonna go watch someone else buy. Like that's kind of weird, but I personally don't get that a lot. So I'm feeling pretty legit. I just have one of those things every now and then I'll see a VTuber go get real upset on Twitter. I'm like, yeah, it's understandable for getting upset for that, but it's I don't know if this needed to go to Twitter or not. But then again, maybe I don't do Twitter right. Maybe I don't do Twitter right at the end of the day. Oh, also I want to show you guys a picture too. So like, this is a Mamluk. I'm going to be running him in Trench Crusade. It's going to be really, really fun. However, I was like, what color do Mamluks look like? Like what color do they do for like cloth and whatnot? And really, the answer is there's a bunch of different options, but blues seem to be the most consistent. So I'm going to do like a blue-red. But check this picture out. Check out this motherfucker I found. Look how, like, mind you, Horse McSpear and guy like doing like 6 sword shit in the clay. That's fine. That's whatever. But holy shit, the mad lad in the middle, where it is just all sparklers. He's dual wielding. He's doing a Darth Maul sparkler stick. He's got sparklers on his head and back. The horse has sparklers. Yeah, I see. I could go for warmer colors too. That was another option. I think the tricky thing is I'm already doing my Sultanate in orange, and while this guy is going to run with my Sultanate, I do want him to be a little bit distinct. But I think that's why I think I'm going to do more red-blue. Also, because I think I will be using him more with my other thing. Yeah, cause like you know, horses spook very easy. Yeah. So like. I mean, I'm sure you can train a horse to do that, but I think even a trained horse would be like, what fresh hell have you put me into? Please. I was meant to gallop. I was meant to frolic. Why did you attach flames to me? Please. Probably feels like that. Feels like that's going on. I guess, but like I feel like the horse blinds would only do so much to be like heat and like, you know, like the sparkler noise maybe. I don't know. I will fully admit that I don't know much about horses. That's a fair shake. The most I've ever known about horses is probably that like brief stretch of time where I was like I think it's tempered down a little bit, but definitely during early runs of like during the early Uma Musume hitting the West, I'd just get like a lot of horse facts. It's like, oh, I've never learned much about horses until now, so this is neat. You just kind of get burdened with horse trivia when you're interested in a game, and not in like a bad way, but it does spring up and happen. I did not get a Death Corpse horse, unfortunately. Every now and then Krieg stuff does show up on my local shop. Apparently some guard guy just like went ahead and just traded in his entire army, because I saw it's not the Bane Blade, or I think it's a Bane Blade variant. It's like the Bane Lance or Bane Sword or whatever. I think it's the Bane Sword. It's like one of those tanks that is just basically as wide as a shoebox. I did see one of those for like $80 some, and I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. The temptation for big tank is real. I don't really have anything for big tank. But yeah. I have to imagine, yeah, like Krieg are one of those things that I'm legitimately surprised it took this long for G-dubs to be like, wait a minute. People who like Warhammer stuff really like Krieg. I don't know if maybe there was a bit of a weird thing where they felt more like Forge World's baby, and then like now that Forge World has like really been kind of like Forge World still exists, but I think they're either called like the Specialist Game Studio or just straight up like, if you open up a kit and it's like, this is an expert kit, that usually implies Forge World to some degree. I mean, usually Resin, but like in general, I think it's still kind of Forge World too. How you doing, Minidell? How you doing? Oh, you know, Gasmasks are cool and Mutant Horses are cool and whatnot. I just felt for a while like Krieg was in the periphery of just like, hey, this is part of 40K and it's gonna be part of like books and stuff like that. Yeah, I feel you on that. I saw that there was like that new Daka Kickstarter for like the Disciples of Teto or whatever. And I was like, these are cool, but I'm like kind of good up on stuff. Also, that collection is really weird to me. Like, I don't think they're bad sculpts or anything, but they don't look very Trench Crusade-y. When I see them, I'm like, this is like a really cool, like nautical trader guard or whatever. But I don't look at it and be like, ah, yes, these are Trench Crusade minis. Even if I could be like, that's supposed to be an amalgam, that's supposed to be a heretic priest. Some of them do. Some of them definitely do, but like the weird floaty squid head, I'm like, I don't know. Playlist I dropped last week. Oh, I'd believe it, yeah. I'd believe it. How you doing, Minidell? I'm working on my Mamluk. See, I want that to be red, blue. That's how I'm gonna do it. Okay, also Ludwin, enjoy your lurk. I think I got some Rashar minis from the free tribe thing for the month. I think I do think I got a couple. I do have some Carnival minis now. I'm still trying to get my printer fixed. Like, you know, like sometimes when you're debugging like 3D printers and it's like it's fucking up, but in like a different way that feels like progress. Now I'm not getting weird things where like everything's like falling off to the side. Like, I think what's happening right now is that it's specifically my 3D printer. I think it's sticking too hard. Like previously I had to turn up some of the settings for like exposure rate, exposure time, and lift and whatnot. So I've cranked some of those down, and I need to like clean up my FAP probably immediately after stream, assuming I don't just go straight to bed. Like it'd be a responsible honk shoe me for work tomorrow. But I might give that a go anyway. I might give that a go anyway, because that would let me like start to get some shit printed, which I want. You missed a bio. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I didn't realize that was like very limited, because I saw it, I posted it in stream, and then I think I even just got it midstream. Luckily, at the very least, like tribe stuff is still only what, like $10. That's not like the worst, but yeah, you know. $10 mileage varies, so for people to people, so I totally get it. But yeah, so yeah, I guess I got some carnival stuff. There's a very interesting nexus of painting projects in my future. Like it was actually really fun. Like before we played Trench Crusade, we basically yapped for like 2 hours. So like I just want you to know that even when I'm not on stream, the yapping never escapes. The yapping is all consuming. But we were talking about like one of the people who in my Trench Crusade group is really into Blood Bowl. And I do not have a Blood Bowl team yet, and I'm not opposed to it. I just need to figure out what I want to do for Blood Bowl, and then maybe wait for a Black Friday sale if I decide to pull the trigger on that. I mean, that's fair. That isn't like legitimately a lot of the worst parts of 3D printing are like, you know, cleanup and maintenance. And if you don't like either of those, I don't think I could recommend. Or maybe an FDM printer. It has less cleanup, but the maintenance is still kind of in there. So I don't blame you for not being jazzed about that. It's one of those things that like I don't know. I do shill the just kind of concept of 3D printers, but I'm also fully aware that they're not for everyone. It do be like that. It do be like that sometimes. I just want to get for me, it would not be as bad, but like I'm getting hit by a horrible nexus of good things to print. Like just everything that's cool is like I'm getting like I got like 3 different free tribes this month. I got some turnip stuff in from the Kickstarter. I got like the Carnival minis. I got I need to print some arms again. I can show you a guy I was working on during the D&D. Hold on, let me get this little bit at the bottom anyway, because I'm probably gonna need to let this dry just a itty bitty bit. Just an itty bitty bit, the ittiest of bitties. I gotta get in the cloak too. Let me do that. There's a lot of those kind of like those like modular storage containers. I've fucked around with those every now and then, and they seem neat. Like I've definitely seen people that are like, I have completely reorganized my life with some of these. I've not quite gone that far, but like that I guess one of those things too, if you're not doing like minis or terrain, legitimately some people get into 3D printing just for like organization stuff. Which tracks. It's not something that like would be high on my priority list, but it does make sense. But yeah, for that, you could just get like a FDM printer, and then you don't have to worry super much, because like if you're doing things for storage, resin is not a good use of your time or money. Yeah, I think like there was like a couple of just like slave models from the Carnival stuff that I was like, these would also be really good for court, for more wretched. If I needed more wretched, which I don't think I do, I could totally just use them. And I'd be like, okay, this would be legit. All right, let me see. Wait for that to dry. So we got some leather. This guy's in a weird spot where I feel like he both has a lot of detail and not like a huge amount of detail. Okay, so he will have blue outside sleeves and red inner sleeves. There. Thank you for helping. That's it. There we go. Big stretchy. I wish I could remember I do recall like I was looking into like some sort of like organizational system, and I remember like some guy was like, it's really easy to like even like custom make these. Like some guy, I don't recall why, but he had like a 3D chicken. He had like a 3D printed chicken leg that he's like, I'm gonna show you how to like make a bespoke holder for this chicken leg in Blender and then use it with this modular system. How you doing, Monk? How you doing? Kit Bash, a hollow mini with a mono hose mini. Describe a bit more what you mean. Being Jaegers to give Storm Boys cloaks. I mean, monopose minis aren't. They will require you to do a lot of like gap filling and stuff like that. I don't know to what degree the hollow mini, because I'm used to hollow minis in context of 3D prints, and I don't typically have a huge amount of issues with those. You know, probably just use the hollowed mini as the base. But yeah, without exactly knowing what you got in mind, I'm kind of not sure how to point you in the right direction. I don't know what the hollow Jaeger is off the top. I don't know what that's supposed to be. What is that supposed to be? Yeah, I'm getting tigers from that. I'm not sure. Base of a tree, a square root. Ah ha ha ha! Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Jay. Well, have a nice night, yo. Take it easy. Have a good rest. Have a good rest. But yeah, it's in general like hollowed out minis isn't the worst to kit bash with. I've had decent luck with it, but I usually do use them as the bodies and stuff like that. Yeah, post more into Discord, because otherwise, I saw you were trying to do like Corn Storm Boys in order to use it as the new Warp Talon kill team. I did see that, so it's probably something to do with that. I have to guess. Yeah, I do not know off the top of my head. But yeah. He led Josuchi shit. That's the big Bara Archer guy, if I remember right. I'm really bad at remembering Hollow Stars. I know there's like the T-Rex guy. I know maybe I'm thinking Shinri there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so maybe I know two. He's down bad for Ghost. I mean, who doesn't want to fuck with who doesn't want to fuck a ghost? Come on. That is like you guys wanted to fuck clams, and that was weird. But I think wanting to fuck ghosts is totally normal. Totally normal. There you go. In there. Ah, fuck. See. Like this is. I guess technically I could have done this in parts for the arms, but then it would kind of slip in weird. I'm doing it like this, and it should be fine. No. I have not played Resident Evil. Oh no! Oh, Silent Hill F. I have not played that one yet. All I know about that game is that like the main character is just like a demon with a pipe, and that there's this like fox boy that I've seen some people go feral for. But I guess in the game you could just like thrash him a bunch and like carry him around and stuff like that. The Resident Monster Fucker. The Resident Evil Monster Fucker. Alright, how do I want to do this? So, he's got... I need to get some red there. I need to get some red there. But he's got, like... I guess these are supposed to be metal? Maybe I'll wait a itty bitty bit for those to dry. Maybe. Well, nah, I can work on this. Oh yeah, no, let me get a bit more on his base. I'm gonna do Bootstrap Brown instead. I was gonna do a different... Doing a darker brown? Well, no, I can still go with the darker brown. That'll be fine. I can just layer. How you doing, son? Welcome. How you doing? I am working on this Mamluk so I can use it for... I have 2 armies that need this. I have 2 armies that need this Mamluk real bad, so I'm pretty excited about potentially getting that wrapped up. Oh, the fucking Voton guys. Okay. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now. I think it has a J in it, not a Y. I could be wrong though. How you doing, Oni? Welcome. But yeah, so it's really tricky for G-dub sprues in general because they are machined really, really weird for maximum efficiency. Like generally, you could just build the body. You could build the body and then just cut the parts you need, and that should probably be fine. And it being hollow inside shouldn't be the biggest dealie ever. Like this guy. Let's see. Well, that guy's not super fair. An alien word, yeah. It's really. Hey, Elbow Priest. Hey, let's go. It's yeah. The ads are really weird sometimes. Where it's like I know that there's certain ways that they want to try to hone in on like who you are for ad stuff, but it also feels like other times like we have no fucking clue. Fuck it. Are we talking about you? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean 14? For the Alienware or the veterans? Yeah. The tricky thing is, I think the dwarves are still going to be very dwarfy though. If you're going for orcs, they're like usually going to be quite a bit larger. I don't know if that scale is going to be like too weird for you or not. I got some options. The other options, I could just get his feet too. I do want to do some degree of metal on this. It also reminds me, I have a bag of some of the really old Storm Boys I gotta do something with. I got some of the Storm Boys that have like metal rockets in like a little baggie that I got. Once again, at my local shop, they were like hella cheap, and I was like, sure, maybe. Maybe. I mean, trying to sell veterans in Alienware probably isn't the worst. Like we are. Oh, during the monster. Gotcha. Fair point. But like during the like I'm sure a lot of veterans now are of that age that if they got out of the army and they were like, hey, you know, you can use your do you want to use your military discount on an Alienware PC? They'd probably say yeah. I think that probably wouldn't be that weird too weird these days. All right, what do we got here? Figure out where the differentiation of stuff go. I think if I get that's still true. I can start off with this side. I'm gonna do the metal like kind of brown, and then eventually do some like dry brush and some metal, like just dry brush and a metallic on top of this to make it kind of look a bit like corroded and stuff like that. I don't know how Twitch determines ads. It is really strange. They're just kind of doing shit. I have to imagine that there's probably some way that they want to collect metrics, and then like if it's like being blocked or whatever, like something like that, they're just attempting whatever. They're just reaching out to figure out if they can get like anything through. And they're probably coming up with nothing, so they're just like, well, Alienware PC. Yeah, that's probably accurate. They're just like, maybe they're a veteran? I don't know. If they respond to this veteran ad, we know they're a veteran. We can change our ads for other stuff. But till then, I don't know. Give it a go. Yeah, no, they really don't seem worth it, no. Yeah, because Cabal's thing was like, he was his family was like, you got to join the military. And he's like, okay. And he did that. And he got fucked up. And he came back. And they're like, I'm going to be the artist that I want to be now. And like, I don't know how they took it afterwards. But still seems... Oh, he gets one free meal. Oh, that's so nice of them. That's fucking rough. It's fucking brutal. Then every now and then you still got some shithead who goes to Waffle House and tries to get free pancakes. You're like, what are you doing, my guy? What are you doing? The deal, like, yeah. Even just trying to dial up veteran benefits sounds like a huge pain in the dick. Sounds like a huge pain in the ass. I mean. Like, I don't know. The good classic DACA is always fun, you know. Yeah, I remember a long time ago I was actively being recruited by, it was kind of weird because like they made me do like a proficiency test in high school, and they're like, you know what, you would actually be like a great fit for like some sort of like Army or Navy like electrical engineer dude. And I was like, I am a sickly lad. I'm not going to pass any of your tests. And they're like, oh, have a nice day. And they just like let me go. I was like, okay, cool. I guess if there's ever going to be a draft, I get off that. So yippee. Let's go. Since then, I've gotten significantly less sickly, but I'm still okay with that. Some basic metal bullshit. It looks kind of like that they want like a bit more metal variety, which I might do. Which maybe I'll just do some of this dry brush metal, and the other I'll do like some of it will be dry brush gold, and some of it will just be dry brush like the gunmetal. And I hope for the best. Worst in prison. Oh god, yeah. That's true. Yeah, it's like you're like, especially like if you're in like a sub or something like that. You're like, well, where are you going? You're in the sub. If you hate someone in the sub, tough shit. You're in the sub now. You can't really do anything else. That does seem pretty rough. Fucking head. Yeah, I'm gonna have this guy a little bit more of like a tarnish sort of, because the interesting thing is in the game, like from what I recall in Trench Crusade, like Northern Africa is pretty fucked, because Mammon really likes all the like the African riches and stuff like that. Like Mammon's basically doing the tour of like, I love gold, and the Mamluks aren't doing great. So they're kind of like, well, A, we like to kill demons, and we're kind of trained to fuck on demons and stuff like that. So we're gonna like, or like, it doesn't even necessarily demons, like the forces of hell. They're super trained for that, but they also need like resources and stuff. So they just kind of like hire themselves as mercs. The thing I don't want to be in demand for drone warfare. I don't want to look on the other side of a screen and just see like I don't know, someone innocent that just gets drone blasted. I'm good on that. What's up, Black Roses? Have yourself a good night and take it easy. Have a good rest. The official army club? Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Like there's like I grew up in an area where like one of the ways to escape was the army. Because like, you know, small impoverished town in the middle of nowhere kind of just means like this is great recruiting ground for the army. Because the alternative is like, well, you might just stay here and do meth. So like, you know, the army will give you a chance. And that case, like, you know, at that point, I don't blame anyone for giving the army a go there, you know? Like, it's like, I don't know, what you feeling like? A career in like heroin or a career? It's like, well, even if things aren't great, it beats heroin. So like, you know. Little too rough. I started using this flat brush for a second, and it's been really good for base coating, but I might have gotten a little greedy now. Get all these. Let me get the glove bullshit. Pop out. And I made a mistake where I can like barely reach in behind them because of the posing. I wanted to do a different posing, but like some of the other 3D prints were just kind of borked. Like some of the other pieces I needed, so I was like, well, I'll just do this one because this one was the one that like successfully made it through. Like excuse. Oh, that means some people are absolutely doing that just so they just don't have to take math, which is a choice, I guess. Which I guess is a choice. The army doesn't know what they're missing. I think they do, and I think it's asthma. How you doing, that guy? How you doing? Favorite automatons? What, Nande? I'm doing Mamluks. What do you mean automatons, Nande? Nande, how you doing? I'm working on my Mamluk, and he's turning out pretty legit. I'm getting some brown on the armor stuff, which is going to be a good base. How you doing? Yeah. See, there we go. Oh shit! How you doing, Elfco? Welcome everybody. Welcome. Let me say hello to all the nice people. How you doing? Cyrus Vtuber? How you doing? Single Way Out? How you doing? Gothic Wind. I just read my Immortal like last week, and I'm still feeling it. I'm still feeling it pretty deep in my jelly bones. How you doing, Shindon? How you doing, Elfgal? How you doing, Foxy Dean? And oh shit, we go in Mimic mode. Okay, we can do that. Let me readjust myself real quick. How's it going, everybody? If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nerd Golden Skaven variety. Fine. Okay, I'll take off the apron. I'm crafting. There we go. I need to reveal that I got pants though. I gotta show pants. Hey, how is Vampire the Masquerade 2? Because like, I don't know. I've basically said I'm not gonna play that game because like I've heard it's a fine enough game, but everything I like about Bloodlines 1 is pretty much gone from it. So I'm very likely not gonna play it myself. But I'm hoping you're having fun with it though. I hope it is good. I hope you're having a good time. But yeah, how you nerds doing? I'm painting a Mamluk for Trench Crusade, which is going to be like a mercenary dude with a big-ass sword who's going to help out basically most of my armies to some degree. Oh, to one of their abilities. Gotcha. I shouldn't have been called that. That's what I keep hearing. Like, I've heard so many variations like hey, listen. This isn't going to be Bloodlines, but it's still a good game. And it's like, I'm sure that's true, but for me, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is... Oh, camera froze. Let me fix that. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is pretty much one of my favorite games. Like, I love the hell out of that game. Dishonor, but with vampires does sound legit. But I don't know. I like Bloodlines a lot. It's hard. It's hard not to think of that. Oh, what you running for Necromunda? What team are you doing for Necromunda? I keep looking at Necromunda stuff every now and then. At first I was like, ooh, I could do Corpse Grinders maybe. That might be like a fun change of pace, and found out that Corpse Grinders are like almost like brutally unfun. Because apparently what Corpse Grinders do is they murder things in melee. Which you're like, yeah, no, how they're Corpse Grinders, like, you don't understand. They're like real good at it. they're good enough at it to the point where it's like almost kind of a detriment to playing the game. Oh, you want to do the Ogren team? Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. The big boy squad. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I heard they're quite broken too, which is a shame because I like the idea of like they're like, we just worship corn, but we don't really know it, and we just like also, obligatory Hal likes cannibalism in games and media and stuff like that. They are like objectively like, yeah, no, we're the reason why we're so strong is because we're not eating the same recycled bullshit everyone else is. We're eating people. Soylent K is made of people. I'm gonna get into your back, my dude. Ash Waste campaign. Ooh, fuck yeah, let's go. But yeah, no, the games that like we were talking about during our Yap session, one of them was Blood Bowl, which luckily for Blood Bowl, it would not take me a lot to get into it. We pretty much just like get a team box and just be like, okay, I'm Blood Bowling now. I don't know what team I would do though. There's like a couple, like the Nurgle Blood Bowl team looks really, really cool, but it's also kind of interesting, but like apparently there's like a fan tier list of like sort of like how strong certain teams are. And yeah, I think it's just because like the nutritional bullshit is just like so processed that it's like barely meat anymore. But they're just eating people, like they're just like raw dog eating people. And because of that, you get all them sinews and muscles and all the vitamins and all those delicious prions that corn worshippers crave. They fucking love them prions. Oh my god, good day. Bringing us up close a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, that's true. They do have a robo horse. I forgot about the robo horse. I totally spaced on that. I was like, what the fuck do you mean automaton? I was like super confused for a second. You are right though. I forgot that in fact their horse is a robo horse. You are absolutely correct. Oh, you say that like they would bother to say excuse me and not just like grab the baby and just eat it directly. Just like it's like you're just getting like a fresh peach from the grove. You're just plucking it right off the tree. That's what these guys are doing, but for like, other people's children. Like, just a delicious snack. And then, to be fair, they'd also probably eat the mother, too. So, like, everyone's getting eaten. Everyone's getting eaten. I have not, no. My group has not tried any of the Westphalia rules yet. I think there was, like, one guy who was running the Red Brigade. But otherwise, no one's really touched any. I just think, like... I think the tricky thing is that all the Westphalia fan rules aren't properly integrated into the new like Trench Companion app yet. Like it's kind of interesting though because like the Great Hunger is and the Red Brigade is, but everything else Westphalia's done since then is not. And I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I guess I forget if the Red Brigade has mounted rules in it. I don't think so. At least I'm not aware of that they do. So I don't know if those rules are just like not well put together or they're just like not really considered. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I've mentioned before that I was originally wanting to do the pagans as like a fun little side thing, but the rules were broken. They had the same value. They had like the giant as like 80 ducats in one paragraph and 140 in another. And just like things were labeled the wrong faction. It was very strange. So I'm a little iffy on their quality control for some of their side faction stuff at the very least. Okay, their recommended team. That is unfortunate, but at least I don't think I would play Tomb Kings anyway, so it's not gonna bother me a huge amount. Grounds are good for the bones. Yeah. That tastes good. I don't think taste really matters. How you doing, Mantis? How you doing? Look, I'm doing a Mamluk. I was also showing everyone earlier that I found, because I was looking up Mamluk color schemes and stuff, and I found this picture, which continues to fuck. That picture continues to fuck, and I cannot get over how hard it fucks. It's really good. Look how good that picture is. Shrink it back down, though, so it does not take up too much screen real estate. Hell yeah, indeed. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out some stuff with the 1.1. We've had effectively 2 weeks in our local area of trying... Why am I typing? Oh, it's because I was doing scroll wheel thing. Yippee! Like, we were doing some, like, 1.1... We've been doing some 1.1 games. We're still finding the occasional other stuff. No, so I already do orange for my Sultanate, and this guy is going to be... he's going to work for my Sultanate. I think I'm doing, like, a blue-red kind of dealio. Yeah, let me real quick though. I think it wouldn't be too bad just to blast this with my blow dryer just to speed this up a wee bit. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's like I do think orange would have looked good on him. Don't get me wrong, orange would have looked really legit. But like, I also kind of want like these guys are not done yet, but these are going to be my Papal State lads. They've been basically in this like state of like almost there. I gotta do some like touch up some other bullshit to them. But this guy's actually probably going to be rolling with them a lot more than my Sultan. I mean, my Sultan has to run them if I'm doing pickup games because like there's not a lot to spend glory on in Sultanate, at least as far as I'm aware. I'm sure you could give a bunch of guys like a couple little trinkets and whatnot, but like, at least for me, that didn't feel like a good use of my cash monies. Fish in a cat. Hey, let's go. Hell yeah. A little bit of brown on there. Court has nothing. No, that's, I mean, item-wise, yes. You're correct. I'm gonna be real. I don't know why you wouldn't spend everything on a Sin Eater. Like, Sin Eaters are so good because, like, you can just, especially in court, because they are mortal, so you just throw, like, blood, people will try to kill it, it's got -2 armor. Because I don't have 8 glory. I mean, they're only 6, they're not 8. They're relatively cheap, actually. I mean, maybe 6 is not cheap per se, but you get a lot for that. You get a lot for that value. But yeah, no, they're in court. They're super duper worth it. Like I was playing today in that pickup game where somebody got some blood on them, and I just ripped it off and did a fireball. Oh yeah, I forgot Sultan got the bird. I've not exactly seen what the bird does, but like the fact that the tit bird on the Yabuzi. The main lead. I play House of Wisdom, so I can never remember what the main leader guy's stuff is. But yeah, I guess the bird that he has in the art with the tits is real now. It's real. How you doing, Yuita? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, no, that was kind of my games today too. I had some like really good dice rolls. Like today, yeah, the tit bird. I can't show you the tit bird because it is a bird with tits. But if you look at the rules for the Sultanate, there is a weird homunculus bird with tits. They're kind of in that like body horror thing where like, I don't think anyone would want to fuck the tit bird. I don't think the tit bird is there for titillation, but for reals. Yeah, more real Funger hours than anything like than Monster Musume. I bet. I mean, if you want to fuck it, you can, but like, I don't think that's advised. I don't think you're gonna get much out of it. What I'm trying to say. Oh, but what's he running in Knights of Avarice? Because that's so. I played Knights of Avarice today and I wrecked shit. Unless he is just getting like cosmically bad rolls, which does happen sometimes. And like, you know, I had a Sultanate game last week where I just could not roll for damage. I can't imagine they give it all. So how you doing, Troglodyte? How you doing? Oh yeah, no, people like legitimately. There's like research papers on memes and stuff. That's not surprising that like people are checking in on that shit. That tracks. But yeah, no, I do my Knights of Avarice for these pickup games. I do 4 anointed. That's a weird choice. Do you like? Okay. Do you know why he's not going for a chorister? Because chorister is an elite, so you would want. No, the werewolf. I actually don't think. I think the werewolf is not needed. The fact that he doesn't have a chorister is kind of strange. Like I know the chorister doesn't have any ranged attacks, but like it is an elite, so it'll gain skills, and also like the debuff R is really strong. Some other options. I also really like the Knights of Avarice. The Knights of Avarice, like Artillery Witch is really cool. Like, I mean, if they have a gas mask, you're fucked. But if they don't, she can ignore armor. I think she still ignores armor anyway. But like, it's still really good. It's still really good. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, maybe it might just be like a bad death spiral thing going on, but I do think maybe going like 4 anointed kind of seems like it could be neat, but I think you're missing out on a lot of utility and like tech pieces and stuff like that. Now they can get strong. Oh, that changes a lot. Oh, that changes because I remember they used to be in a weird spot where it's like, well, Vanilla Sultanate's always kind of like in a weird spot, and he always seemed kind of like a weird leader. Like it's like you're not getting like yeah the idea of like a leader that's good on fucking on other leaders is kind of neat conceptually until you're like, wait a minute. Other elites get abilities, but if he can get strong, that is actually like legitimately very, very cool. I don't know what Sultanate you might want to do with strong. You could maybe do that for maybe you could do that for like a machine gun. I should get my Alchemist machine gun because even if it doesn't have strong, the idea of firing 3 shots with fire is really good. They heartbroken looking for that's unfortunate. Local mini player only wants the fuck. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, that's the leaf. I thought only assassins could use that for some reason. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I think 5 ducats for strong is super duper worth it. That seems super duper worth it for me. Wait, what is the Iron Cobra? I'm blanking on what that's gonna be, but hell yeah. D10? Not too bad. But yeah, let me see. Only wants to fuck many such cases. I know, right? God, just like somewhere in my hold on. There's a like this is an image that was made by Pubber. Let's see if I can still find that in my hashtag. My Twitter hashtag is a fucking. It's such a weird thing because sometimes things will just disappear for no reason. And it's like it makes actually tracking things hard, but I also don't know where my hard drive that picture is, so if I can't find it. There we go. There we go. This is drawn by Pupber. There we go. This is drawn by Pupber. And let me put that on screen. I'm sorry, that just reminded me of this. She doesn't even like Warhammer. She just wanted to fuck me. For some reason, why am I giving myself the nerd voice on there too? Like, I sound like me. Let me do a Hal voice. Hi, how's it going? And for some reason, I still put a nerd voice on myself. How you doing, Robert? I'm doing a Mamluk. I'm doing a Mamluk for my, basically 2 different armies for my Trench Crusade stuff. Yeah. Especially, I don't know, well, too, also, like, if you said, if you're not looking for friends with benefits, it's like, you're not gonna get, like, the emotional stuff you're looking for. God, I feel like oh, there we go. I don't want to fall off. I just want to get shoveling mouthfuls of terrible stuff. I'm trying to remember the rest of the lyrics. It's fine. It also doesn't help that I'm like listening to another song, trying to sing it. I love the Northern Boys are rad. As an old man myself, they are great fun. I'm adding the red, which I think is like really getting that last little bit that needed. That last little bit. Wait for my Trench Pilgrims. Oh yeah, Trench Pilgrims are a lot of fun though. So once your Trench Pilgrims come in, you're gonna have a good old time. You're gonna have a good old time. Yeah, Northern Voice is good for karaoke. My favorite karaoke song is Anaconda by Nicki Minaj. If I'm gonna sing a karaoke song at like a bar, I love to do Anaconda. It's got powerful karaoke energy to it. Otherwise, I just like I do like doing the karaoke. So I do like having to sing, even if it's bad. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Jelly bean fluff shoving in my mouth. You're all mixed up. Like, whoa, I'm a troubled soul living in a studio flat that's covered in mold. Anyway, there we go. Oh, Baby Got Back's pretty good too. Really good option. Got a little bit of red on the foot, which is unfortunate. Not the worst. There we go. See, I can mostly remember things. My memory is so bad in general, but there's certain things in my brain is like, how this is important. You're gonna need to retain this. You're gonna get introduced to someone. You're gonna forget their name immediately after. But don't worry, you got Northern Boys lyrics ready to go. Just say the word. I'm like, oh, thanks, brain. I wish I could choose how I remember things instead of the whims of fate, but I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, the little jump start did help for sure. There. Oh shit. How's it going, Prim? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. What were you doing, nerd? What were you doing? How you doing, Bird Malls? It do be it's Gringolf to Gringolf communication. Strange antiquities. I swear, like it's like a 50-50 shot if I have any idea what you're playing at any given time. What's this though? Kind of like a cool cat though. Oh hell yeah. For everyone who might not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. How you doing, Sogo? Welcome. I'm currently painting a Mamluk for Trench Crusade because I need him for my various armies. Hey, wave. I like waving so fast. Hi. There we go. I'm goofing, but hopefully you're streaming good. Yeah, he's got a huge sword. He's just like a big boy in general. Like let me get this little. Hold on, this way. Way too random. If I can get like a good lad size comparison for him. Wait, once I get the red on there. And a magic item. Ooh, shot with nothing is labeled in the town as spooky. Ooh, that sounds nice. I do like the idea. I think I really like the idea of running like an item shop or really any type of. I have like not even like entrepreneurial spirit. I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm going to get the big money. I like the idea of just having like a cozy little item store. That's what I think I want to play once I get Alice finished up. I want to do Reciteer. I want to do at least like whether I do it to completion or not, I don't know, but I do want to do Reciteer at least a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit of capitalism ho in my spirit. The data look. Yeah, just like a collection of fine items. Let's see. So yeah, oh yeah, here's speaking of which, I could just bring this lad out. How you doing, Starfire? How you doing? Welcome. So yeah, there we go. This is another Trench Crusade mini where it's like this is like a regular sized guy, and this is the big fuck. The biggest fuck. He do be thick. Yeah, just red juicy on his cloak. I'm sure that'll go well. Yeah, no, he's a big boy. I have this problem where, and like people in my local group notice especially, where like, you know how like the idea in 40k you could model for advantage. So like 40k has true line of sight. So if it's like, it's one of those things that makes sense where you're like 5'11 versus 6'1, 6'0 for real. Where it's like, yeah, you know, if I can see your model and you can see my model, they can shoot each other. But then you're like, well, my model has really cool big wings, so I guess I could never hide it. But then some people are like, I'm gonna take the Space Marine and like, I don't know, like put him, like maybe shrink his legs a little bit so he's harder to see or what, something like that. Modeling for advantage. I basically do the opposite. I make every model I own like, honestly, really fuck off huge. Like if you're ever like, man, I hate scale creep. Who's responsible for that? It's me. I'm sorry. It's me. I hate the reveal. It feels weird, so I'm gonna dox myself this late in my career. But it's me, Jonathan scale creep. People call me Johnny Scale Creep for short. It's my condition. Yeah, technically, Trench Crusade's also got like a similar line of sight thing, but also like you're within cover. If you're a pretty generous distance away from from some nearby terrain, so it's not too bad. Yeah, how you doing, Myra? How you doing? I be working on my Mamluk. It's going pretty good. Continue to add like another layer of brown to this before I start dry brushing some metal color. Just a couple of bits like that. Yeah, luckily, like it's so I will say at least for Trench Crusade, it's never been like that detrimental. I'm never like, man, if my model was a little smaller, I could have won that game. And if I did, I'd be like, well, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, just like every game, just like, because it's really funny because like before Primaris Marines were a thing, the idea of people making true scale Marines by like lengthening their legs and stuff like that did happen for many years. So like people crave scale creep. They crave to model for disadvantage. It's real and true. Okay, flat. See, I'm really fucked up where I'm so used to not flat bases that flat bases fuck my shit up. Like they mess with my brain. I also like having magnets in them, to be fair. Like he's got a little magnet. But like a lot of historical minis are done on like flat wooden rounds. And like that's part of the aesthetic for a lot of people. And I'm just like, and I'm not saying like, oh, you're wrong. It's more like I can't do that. Even if everybody else is using like the nice flat wooden rounds, I'm gonna be using the big the big raised bases because that's just what's comfortable to me. He's got like this like little zone and I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I'm very much of the big chill. Like I've had people like, can I like, oh, I forgot to do this ability on my guy. I will actively like tell my opponents if they're like, oh yeah, your guy can still shoot me. You're like, you still got a free action left. You want to like dash or whatever. I do try to be helpful like that. I don't want to be that like. The only games I angle shoot in are TRPGs. I will angle shoot in TRPGs if it benefits the party. If it's like the DM is going to attack the party members, and I'm like, oh, actually, no, you forgot that you did this, or like there's a rule you're misremembering or whatever. I will angle shoot the fuck out of that as like an offensive, like defensive rules lawyer thing, but only to benefit the party. Otherwise, I do not give a shit. How you doing, Argon? How you doing? I do like the new Nightbringer quite a bit. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, Daskai's really good. I used it a little bit. I'm still very new to it. Like the like my rats are using that, where it's like I used a roller, so it looks a little jank, but that's what this is the texture for that is. You know what's really cool? Something that I recommend. I have been using spackle for my bases, and it looks really good. So. How's you doing, Strayak? How you doing? Welcome. So this guy's base, this is cork, and then I glued the skulls on, and then what you can do is you can take some spackle and use it to fill in the sides. Give it like 2 to 3 hours to dry. Don't let it solidify, but like let it just kind of get like partially dried. Then take like a metal sculpting tool and just go through the sides and just kind of like streak it. You basically are trying to carve like kind of some like a more natural shape into it. Then I use some texture paint. So yeah, that's how I made this like pretty natural looking like rock platform this guy's in. And it kind of embeds the skulls too. That's how that's going on. I did not invent that though. I stole that from Grimdark Billis from the Trench Compendium guys. Not Trench Compendium, the Grimdark Compendium guys. And I was like, oh shit, this is a good idea. And I started adapting because like he used it as like for some world eaters because he was doing like a desert base. And it's actually been looking really, really good for all my shit. Basically, everything of mine now has that as like a base filler step. And like I can kind of show you a little bit. Oh, there we go. Actually, I got a good example. This. So like, I waited a bit too long for this to dry, but this is sort of the general idea. So it's like you got the cork, and then you put this all around it, and you're supposed to like carve the stuff. If it gets too hard, you can still carve really, really hard. It's not that big of a deal, but like, especially once you texture it up, it'll be totally fine. Yeah, especially people really. Oh, I did see the new Pestigores, yeah. Jacko pose. And the closest I got to the Jacko pose is still this guy, my mad lad, he's like always in a weird state of like, I should probably finish him someday. I should do a little bit of stuff like that. Yeah, no, hardware store material is really, really good. And yeah, I agree. I try to be really chill, but in general, I've also just seen like a lot of chill people in Trench Crusade groups, so I've never really been too worried about stuff like that. It's nice. I think there's just like a nice thing when you're playing like, you're playing like smaller war games. You're not playing in like there is like a bit of like I don't hate tournaments. I'm not like they're not like the end of the world for me. I understand certain people like a different type of fun than I do. But some people do get into like a really aggressive cutthroat kind of mentality for war games because of that mindset. Usually they're not even the people that are like good. Like it is really funny. You see people who are like legitimately talented at like playing war games at like a competitive level, and they're also like generally pretty chill guys, and they're not like they like to go to hang out and have fun. They love traveling all over the world so they can like hang out with their friends and play cool war games and meet cool people. But then you got like fucking like 2 hardcore nerds at your local shop trying to be the big dog in a small pond, and then they're the ones that are like, yeah, no fun allowed. There will be 0 fun in this war game. Ignore the fact that war game has game in the title. Nope, doesn't matter. No fun. 0 fun. See, fun to lose. I mean, that's why if you play, if you go to a Horus Heresy thing and show up as the militia, you will never win, but everybody will be super stoked to see you there. People will be super stoked about that. Yeah, I mean, I also do think that there is a bit of like community, like, warding stuff, which is kind of good. But it's effectively that thing where it's like, yeah, you build the community you want. So for a lot of times they're like, yeah, no, this is a very, like, you know, we're really big on the campaign. Like they've even said, they're like, you can run a tournament and you can try to play serious, but this is based around campaign play. Like that's the big thing at the end of the day. Yeah. See, that's the funny, because like my very first war game was War Machine. But yeah, I did see the Pesticores look legit. All the new Nurgle stuff looks legit. I weep for the budgets of 2026 HAL. Though if I might still hold back on it though, because I'm eventually like, I paid off half my new alternate outfits HAL, which I'm pretty stoked about that. But rigging is going to be the tricky bit. See, so many people get upset about the play like you got a pair, but like, I'm gonna be honest. War Machine, like, Mark 1 came out in like 2001. And I think a lot of people forgot that what like 2000's marketing was. It's like, yeah, drink Mountain Dew and eat Slim Jims or you don't got a dick. Like, it's like one of those like goofy over the top things where I'm like, yeah. And like I've seen people that like decades later, like, this is how all War Machine players play. I'm like, my guy, this is a 21-year-old. Like, War Machine has not printed that rule in any of its rule books for like over a decade. You are tilting at extinct windmills, my guy. Please. It's 2000s marketing. I'm gonna be honest. It's the settings about having a robot slam into an evil dragon. You're fine. Yeah, very, very, very like monster trucky and stuff like that. Yeah, it's that kind of advertising for sure. Playing for first in my fourth game. Hey, let's go. You and the losers had both never won. Hey, there we go. So it's like you're either gonna win a game and like no longer be the loser, but also like you're gonna lose your streak. Sorry, the 2000 stroke. Instead of tasting copper, you're tasting like extinct flavors of Mountain Dew. Rest in peace, Mountain Dew Pitch Black, my beloved. Not Pitch Black Mark II, that sucked. Mountain Dew Pitch Black 1. Oh, that's an awkward spot to be in. That's a real awkward spot, unfortunately, where it's like, yeah, I want to play the win, but also you're like, how do play? Blow dry this guy a little bit. Yeah, it's very funny, Robert, because now I'm like nostalgic for it, even though at the time I'm like, this is fucking stupid. This is fucking stupid. That's a funny thing, Birdmall. So like, I am playing Alice Madness Returns. By the way, that game fucks. That game fucks incredibly hard. But like, so it's been a while since like I very rarely play modern games. So like, I'm looking at Alice Madness Returns, which is from 2000. Ooh, what 2000 was that? 2011. And I'm like, ooh, look at these beautiful graphics. I mean, a lot of things Alice does legitimately have like an art style, which does make it like still look very, very good. But like for me, it's like I understand that the video game graphics have moved on past like a lot of games I play. But for me, it's like it doesn't matter. Like for me, it's like graphics could have never moved on beyond that point, and I would be okay with it. Yes, legitimately style versus fidelity. Yeah, it's like there's so many games now that are like they've kind of hit that just kind of like realism, like everything is roughly visually the same, and it's like okay, not super jazzed about this, but sure. Very, very loose dry brush on the metals here. Now you see why I was doing it brown first, because I wanted it to look kind of like tarnished a little bit. Maybe touch up some shit later, but at the very least, once again, a lot of my paint jobs too, I shoot for like, can I bring this to the shop and feel pretty legit? Yeah, because that's also kind of a thing too. Like if you can kind of like wreck a lot of your opponents early on, like you like the advantage is really like even we kind of had that when I was playing 3rd edition. 40k has never been a particularly well balanced game, but like there we go. Making me as cherry G fuel. Well, if you want energy drink, you can check out one of my wonderful sponsors, Gamer Subs. It's been a while since I did a shill plug for subs, and there we go. Fuck, you beat me to it. You beat me to it. That's fine. This is fine. There we go. I also got my wonderful sponsor, Collectible Squids. If you like getting Warham's minis at a good price, you can go to Squids. Get some of those. I don't know if those like Christmas boxes are still available. Those are things that might just be immediately sold out. Those might immediately be sold out, but if they're still around, we get some. Oh, they enjoy them. I have a permanent sweet tooth. Like I enjoy really sweet things. So for me, they taste good. I need my sweet and I need my caffeine, and it gets me through the day. So yippee! I can get that on the gloves as well, and then the sword blade, and then maybe make the hilt gold. I guess they want to integrate some gold for these guys. So that's probably how I'm going to do it. No, okay, no, his fingers are also male, so that's not too bad. It's a pre-workout. I think some people do that. I know nothing about fitness whatsoever, so like I don't know if it's a good choice or not for that, but I'm sure people do that from time to time. Probably go back and get the stuff in the middle. Hey, let's go. No, that's totally fair. I personally like this. It feels weird that one of my recommended flavors is the guacamole gamer fart because the name is the name. That looks like a really good strawberry kiwi, which I enjoy personally. So that if you're looking for Rex, that's probably what I'd go with. But you know, my most commercial sweets too sweet. No, that's fair. It's weird that like I have reached a point where like a lot of candy I'm not super into, but I do like me a sweet drink. I was noticing that during this, I'm about to say this 4th of July. During this Halloween, I was like, a lot of candy. I'm like, this is, I don't know. Is the sweet toothness finally like petering out? Oh yeah, that's the raspberry one. I got that pretty. That one's also pretty legit. Black bitter at a low price. No, that's fair. That's fair. Understandable. I'm one of those people that like I will drink coffee from time to time, but it is only in the context of at work, and it's just to keep me going. Yeah, Asian sweets in general tend to be less sweet than like a lot of like American sweets, so I feel you on that. Get you some good dango or whatever, and you'll be like, oh, this is delightfully sweet, but like not too much. So that's totally understandable. That's totally fair. That is fair. Got bored of it now. Yeah, that's I think I mean that does happen sometimes too, where it's like. Because the thing is, like, the immediate serotonin of, like, yeah, I won, I did good, can feel pretty good, but it can be pretty exhausting, like, high to maintain, more or less. So I totally can get you on that. I can totally understand that. Sound good. Lychee is just one of my favorite flavors of anything in general. I love lychee. I love lychee so much, I use it as my slicer. I mean, I actually just don't recall why I went with lychee over Chitubox. Like, I know they're, like, both, like, pretty solid, and at some point, like, I just needed to make a choice. Like, I wasn't, like not, like, debating between the two. It's just like, well, I'm starting 3D printing. Lychee seems good. That's what I've basically stuck with the entire time I've been. Like, I'll use the Elegoo slicer if I'm doing FDM stuff. Otherwise, nah. There we go. I got... guy looking pretty peckish. Get them kicks. This will probably eventually darken with some enamel watch stuff. Yeah, I will say that like lychee doesn't do that. Like but it does beg you like, hey, you want to buy premium? Hey, and it's like I understand these, this is how they get money, stuff like that. But I'm like, I'm good. Because there are some features that are locked behind premium that do make me sad. Like, I really like the idea, like if you want to do, like, certain types of, like, hollowing or, like, a lot of 3D, like, not 3D stuff. There's some features, like, like, slicing. There's, like cutting a model in half, so you can only print, like, half the model. That is a thing that seems to, like, only really happen for, premium stuff, and that's kind of annoying. I do find it a little annoying. It's using some dry brush to add like a bit of a tip to this. Or Swords and Trench Crusade. I mean, to be fair, this guy is not Sultanate necessarily. He does work with Sultanate as a mercenary, but otherwise, I'm going to be real. I'm very much of the, like, if anyone's looking for historical accuracy in Trench Crusade, I'm sorry, you're going to have an aneurysm. Like, I get a lot of people are passionate about history, and I understand, but like, I think if you get caught in the weeds of historical accuracy for Trench Crusade, you're just going to not have a good time. It is absolutely like like in the same way that like 40K is what a bunch of British nerds think is cool. Like a lot of Trench Crusade stuff is just like what a lot of like former G-dubs people and what really specifically the Mike friend, the main artist guy who's sort of like the creator of the setting. It's very much like, oh, he thinks this is cool, it's gonna be in there, so like, you know, it do be like that. Oh, I don't live in any area where lychees are even available slightly. I would love if there was like a local like place I could buy a lychee. It is just not a thing that happens where I'm at. How do I want to do this? Okay, let's put there. Almost made an anti-Semitic. Don't do that. Don't do an anti-Semitic. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm rinsing this out. Okay, I could do a little bit of my... Unfortunately, how you doing, Lord of Bones? How you doing? Once again, unfortunately, my goop hardened. My very much like my own jelly bones, my goop has hardened and it has now become durable. Unlike my bones, though, if you rub brushes against it, they get cleaner. To be fair, I've not rubbed paintbrushes against my goop. I don't think it would make the brushes better, though. I think that would be a long-term detriment for my brushes, which is why I have not done that. Right, where's my... There we go. I got the Glittering Loot, which is technically a, like, speed paint, but I really like it as a gold. I just use this for gold all the time. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Use this, like, really janky old brush that I use as a dry brush sometimes. Let's go. Yeah, I'm kind of the same thing, Robert. Like, I do understand that, like, history is pretty cool. I do conceptually get it. I have seen people get, like, really, really, really frustrated about Trench Crusade's historical accuracy, though. I'm like, my guy, please, I please. This is not aimed at you, 14, specifically. I've seen, really, you're pretty calm about it. I've seen some people, like, get, like, real buck wild about it. I'm like, I don't think this is a good use of your time. I'm sorry. Hey, let's go. Glad you've been painting pretty well. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember when they released the map and people were like, what the fuck is this? To be fair, like, even I was like, it's just like, what the fuck is this map? And it's like, you know, cool, like, map with lots of details, but yeah, people were looking for accuracy stuff on there, which is not great. It was, once again, this is designed to give someone, like, who's really focused on historical accuracy a stroke. We got some gold there, which is looking pretty legit. Wait, what, are they still in the Asian market? At least in the Asian markets near me, it is just like, you know, Asian, like, usually it's kind of more, it's just kind of like Asian groceries. Like, you can get specifically like brands of like snacks and household items that are just, you just won't find in like a typical American store. But they also, you know, have like fresh produce and stuff like that. So like, it's like a good place if you want to go to get like haichu. And like, and like, you know, just like stuff like that too. It's pretty legit. Usually there's a bit of a markup because they're kind of like more small. They're basically almost entirely like mom and pop shops, which are pretty legit. Now that's fair, 14. I think in general, having your own like version of a setting is the way to go as well, personally. Especially because it's one of those things that like no, someone else will never have like the same thoughts and feelings and ideas that you will have for like a setting, and it's a good way to like really make something like that you want to see in the world. little golden shiny there. There we go. How you doing, Chieftain? How you doing? I've been working on the Mamluk. He's actually been getting really good progress on this guy. Been pretty legit. Don't I get like the little dry brushy extra detail. I want that to be gold. Okay, there we go. Let's get some gold spikes. Some gold spikes. Get some gold here. Get gold here. Gold here. How you doing? How you doing? Fuck! I check my Trench Crusade list. You should. You should. I've been slowly trying to rebuild my list after the big switch to 1.0. It hasn't been too big of a deal, honestly. Like, a lot of my stuff has remained the same. Just the occasional, like, little, like, oh, shit, that's different. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Yeah, there is, like, an Asian mart near me that I haven't gone to in a bit that I might want to go, because there's probably some shit I've not gone there in a hot minute. Yeah, I mean, that might be, yeah, I could see that being fun for a watch if you're like, hey, you know, just like all the ways that they're just kind of like wrong for things, but like not in like a way where it's like what's basically say that, or if you're just doing it as like a fun video and not just like something to get mad at. I still haven't gone to a Costco. I keep like I'm perpetually on the edge of like, I hear people do nothing but jerk off Costco, so I need to go. But like I have not like committed to going to a Costco yet, like because I just have not committed to the like. I think I'm just waiting for a good deal on a membership, which honestly Black Friday is probably going to be the best time to pick that up. How you doing, Bounty? How you doing? Great, real quick. Yeah. Isn't the Kirkbride one the one where there's like a gigantic field of gears? I vaguely recall seeing that version online. Like it was like that and talking about like mining math, which is like one of those like abstract things that like it's like what does that actually mean? But it sounds really cool, so I run with it. Like I kind of think it'd be fun if he never explained what like mining math ever meant. I would be totally okay because there's like a kind of like interesting like poetic kind of quality to that statement. I'm just going in and touching up some of the stuff. There we go. Hey, to be fair, this is before Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm one of those people that like I know very abstractly about Kirkbride's work on the Elder Scrolls series. Like I know he did Morrowind and stuff like that. And like I know a lot of his more crazy esoteric ideals are like buried in the margins, which is cool because that means if you just like, oh, you know, just cool fantasy, that's fine. But like if you want to get deep in the weeds, it's kind of there. Everything I find out about his like kind of like the more esoteric fringes of Elder Scrolls is really, really neat. I am not immune to going into like refresher deep dives on what Shim is at any given time. It is kind of printing money, although these days it's mostly burning money. It's just you gotta burn money on the setup, so that way is like you can burn money faster on electricity and then maybe get some money. I don't know how new Bitcoin is, like, you know, conceptually I understand how Bitcoin is made. I just don't know like what degree of just being a fucking beast you have to have, like machinery wise, to even make any amount of money off of that. I can't imagine. I have to imagine if you weren't there like early on, like as an early adopter, you're just kind of like, it's just another avenue of wealth that's closed off to you. Like I was aware of Bitcoin in college, and that was during the era where you could mine it theoretically. But the thing is, I only had a laptop and it was a piece of shit. And there was like, yeah, though, even back then, my computer was too garbage to mine Bitcoin. So I never got to be a millionaire because my laptop was shit. Oh boy. It's funny how that works out. That's like one of those things that doesn't really like keep me up at night. That's one of those like really funny things. It's like, keeping me up at night would imply that, like, I had an option. Like, I had an option and I failed. I guess in a theoretical world where I'm like, my laptop is too weak to get Bitcoin. I should go and, like, change my life and refinance everything and take a business loan to get Bitcoin. Like, at the time, that would have been a stupid move to do as well. So, like, one of those, like, hindsight 2020 things. Yeah, I think isn't there like a joke or rumor about Kirkbride like taking a bunch of drugs and being found like naked in a bathroom with like a bunch of manuscripts that kind of went on to become Morrowind? I vaguely recall that. Oh, I would believe that. Yeah, there's also like wasn't there a thing recently where like someone was trying to mine crypto in like it was in like Mongolia or somewhere, and like the local cats were just using the Bitcoin farms as like heating sources because winter cold in Mongolia, and like the body heat of the cats was causing the mining computers to act like basically just like not as performance efficient, so they were losing money because of cats. Oh yeah, I forgot they do more like procedural generation stuff, which is unfortunate. There's like a little bit I can tell like somewhere. There we go. This is the magic angle if I gotta get like some paint up in there. Yeah, like that's one of those things that's like I can give a chuckle like haha. Fucked up, buddy. It's also weird every now and then too when you see like it's definitely calmed down, but every now and then you do see NFT people, and I'm like, what are you doing, my guy? Listen, like not only has there been like 8 million avenues for you to find out how much of a scam like NFTs are, now every NFT is just like not that it was great to begin with, but like it got even less effort with AI stuff. Like no one's going to want to buy like AI generated NFTs, even less than regular NFTs, which were already bad. But every now and then you'll still run into the guy who's just like, no, for real, NFTs will be a thing. You'll all see. And like, this is the saddest thing ever. Yeah, at the very least, paying money to warm cats is like a net benefit to society. I think that's good. I like, that's doing something. That's doing something at the end of the day. Hey, you. You still kind of see them. I think it's just like, even like, mind you, like there's always been kind of like dumb, gullible people that will fall into scams like that. And I also do think, unfortunately, a lot of just like AI general nonsense have kind of been scooped up by those people. Like the people who would have been just like the targets for NFT stuff is now just like trying to sell their own business doing just like whatever with AI stuff. So yeah, but like every now and then you'll get like some like whatever where it's like some people are still trying. They have not adapted to the next grift. They're just maintaining the previous grift and just really hoping. It also might reach that point too. Like if you guys kind of heard the idea of like why a lot of scams are really like badly typed out. Like if you ever see those like the concept behind like why are those like the Nigerian prince scams? You're like, yeah, no, these are dumb. These are like very dumb. Who falls for them? The idea is to make them so dumb that the only person that would fall for them would be somebody who would absolutely bite the bullet. Like someone who would be like, yeah, that sounds right. Because if you get someone kind of dumb and you start convincing them about it and they're like, wait a minute, you're scamming me. Wait a minute. I'm not going to wire you my money. Like you just need that stupid layer. Then maybe now the NFTs only exist for those people. Like prior to that, they might have convinced like, I don't know, like young, like upstart, like you know how there's like a genre of person that pretty much the only reading they ever do is like not like self-help books and also just like become the alpha business tiger you were meant to be. And it's just like meditations of Warren Buffett or whatever. Just like shit kind of like that, where it's just like, what is this? It's like, it is literature about like millionaires talking about getting rich and what you can do to get rich. And that is the only sort of reading they do. Like, those kind of people probably were able to buy into really early NFT hype as like a potential like, ooh, I'm gonna get into ground level. And those, yeah, now those people are doing like AI shit. Yeah, so yeah. Look at this lad. Look at the lad. Lad is turning out pretty good though. Very happy. Very, very happy with the lad. Spins wheel is. Yeah, rich parents are really the like a lot of God, there's like God. That happens every now and then where it's like I've seen where it's like somebody is like they're like people are fucking lazy. Like they're like, and then you look at what they did. They're like, well, when I was their age, I got a business loan from my parents. So you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about, my guy? That's not it. Like, I understand that you're like high on your own supply, but like that's not an option for most people. I don't think they care though. Like, I don't. I think they're lacking that like critical, like comprehensive spark to realize that what's going on with that. But like, you know, a lot of times, a lot of the wealth comes from rich parents. Which, like, you know, I'm not upset that people have rich parents out there. It's just that rich parents are not like a skill that you could like tell someone to study up on. You can't get a PhD in rich parents. You can't do that. Is that leaking? Yeah, it's leaking a bit. You guys about that? I will say overall this guy's turned out really good. I'm very, very happy with him so far. Let's go ahead and get, let's see if I can do a little bit of highlight on the cloak. I'm going to use Prussian Blue, which is a paint that I've had for so long it doesn't even have the date on it. I'm going to mix a little bit of that with the Vallejo Midnight Deep Ocean Blue. There we go, like half and half. That's true. I guess you could. I have to imagine that like the kind of person that would get picked up like a gold digger target probably has like I don't know how they like pick that. I guess like shake this up a lot more because it's old. Yeah, I'm actually kind of legitimately surprised. I mean, I am doing pretty heavy dry brushing, and this guy does have a lot covered. So it's like, this is not the most complex model ever, and I'm probably going to need to do some, like, further highlights and some shit. Still cool, though. You know what? If I was to stop right now, I'd be like, wow, look at you. Looking pretty good. I still think I could do a lot more, though. I'm going to mix up a slightly brighter shade of the blue. A lighter blue. Could use it for some of the highlighty on the cloaks and whatnot. Hey, there we go. Sip real quick as well. Let's go. It's got to be a buy gold digger. True. I guess that's fair. That does probably open some doors. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna take this mix and I'm gonna see if I can make this cloak fucking pop. Let's go. See. It depends on what you mean the AI money run out. I do think a lot. I think what's happening is a lot of it kind of like that like .com like bubble and bust, where a lot of people are trying to tie like a lot of like small, like I think unfortunately some of those AI businesses are going to stay put for a while, but I think a lot of those that are just like they don't really have a plan outside of like AI cool, those are probably going to explode. Those are probably going to explode. And I don't think it's going to be great for the economy when that happens, but it's probably just going to happen anyway because yeah, it do be like that. Oh, are you picking up your cat tonight? Like how's ye old cat hanging out? How's cat holding on there? Probably not. Okay, I can definitely tell it's getting brighter, but it's still one of those like really thin transitions. Which I'm okay with that. Like a lot of the actual like online art of the Mamluks are like the blues are very bright, and I don't know if I'm going to eventually kind of like build up to a brighter blue. I could, and I know inevitably when I do the enamel wash, it's going to darken the fuck. Ah, fuck, we got ad break. You got the cat dental work. Yeah, it's listen. It's your cat's fault. All your cat had to do is brush their teeth. No, hopefully the dental stuff goes well. Hopefully the dental stuff goes well. Yeah, that's the one nice thing about nanners is like, I actually don't think snakes ever really have any teeth problems. At least not that I'm aware of. Like, I assume if Nanners is ever in, like, immense pain, it'll be easy to tell, but it's actually kind of, I don't know. Like, I take good care of Nanners, and she's, like, well-fed and well-watered and, like, whatever. She's got her hides and whatnot. Ah, okay. I was gonna say, I don't know what time it is where you're at least for me, it's, like, approaching 11. So I actually didn't know that you had, like, maybe depending on where you're at, it's, like, this is, like, I don't know when of the day it is, but... Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, I'm surprised they go that late. That's pretty buck wild. I'm used to. I guess they just don't want to keep your cat overnight too. So hospital. They're just like, please, we just gotta get this cat taken care of. That's good then. That means you get your cat back sooner. So, you know, it works out. Areas. Oh, yippee! All right, and then the sleeves, we could do that. Ah, it's a vet hospital. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, especially like, you know, like if like you don't got a like I don't know what your plans are late in the evening, but like when it's pretty late in the evening outside of a stream day, I'm pretty flexible for stuff. So if you're like, yeah, I'll pick my cat up at like 11, who cares? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be up anyway, just wasting time. Might as well go get your cat, you know? Yeah, exactly. Good home when the cat gets out of the bag, out of the office, back at home. I don't know. I want to sort of like mix in like a cat out of the bag joke, but it just kind of turns out just like put the cat in a sack. Which is not exactly where I'm going for that. Okay. So if I do like another layer, I can add like a little bit more. Maybe I add just like one more thin coat of this blue. It's like really building up. Oh, that's like a very old cat. Hell yeah. I greatly enjoy old decrepit animals that are like still kicking. They're like, yeah, my cat or my dog is like 1 billion years old. They're still trucking. Doing good. You're doing good, Ian. How you doing? I am working on the Mamluk, and so far, pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Right now, I'm doing some extra cloak highlighting and whatnot. I can just add like a little bit of extra color before I inevitably wash the fuck out of this and it goes down. Let's get that on the ridge. Yeah, this turned out pretty good. It's turning out pretty legit. I'm bringing it up. Probably what's going to happen is I'm going to enamel wash it, and then I'm going to probably use the same shade again just to kind of bring it up, because that seems to happen quite a bit. Money in Ireland banks. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's always kind of been the thing about like offshore banking accounts. Have always just kind of been like a big. I know, like was it like Switzerland or something like that? It's like the whole like the Swiss bank account for like big businessmen doing big business things was just kind of a thing in pop culture for a while. I think that was why vaguely. Let's see. Oh, okay, so they're getting deals and shit. Oh, good enough. Yeah, there we go. Look, we got. So I got a bit more of that blue back, which is good because I was like, it was getting a little dark. And I think especially once I get some of those a bit up top here that could use a little bit. There we go. Hey, Mamluk looking good. Oh yeah, Cayman Islands account stuff too. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, I've not thought about that in a while. I don't have a reason to think about that, so you know. But still, true. Like, oh, sorry, the jelly in my hands just popped vigorously. Like, I've been gripping a little too hard, so I'm doing like a couple little hand stretches. Gotta keep the jellies limber, you know, as one does. So this is a brighter red. This is the gory red, which I really like. Yeah, basically gonna do the exact same thing. I'm just gonna hit like a little bit there. Oh, some of this excess. I think I have too much of it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this guy isn't like too much red. This is not gonna be the biggest deal. Oh no, Fuad, you had the worst case scenario. Hopefully nothing got fucked up by that. Everybody give Fuad your strength, because God, spilling the wash is the worst. That is the worst fucking shit. Hey, let's go. I would like to see your cat. Yeah, isn't there like a chart where it just like shows all the AI companies basically just like passing money back into each other in this like Ouroboros circle jerk kind of dealio? Yeah, everybody 07. Everybody, you know, what's it? I would be remiss if I didn't do my part. There we go. There we go. All right, everybody on YouTube, 07 as well. 07 if you can. If you're by a device that lets you 07. How you doing, Mikey? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I've been working on this Mamluk today, which has actually been very, very happy with his progress. He's been doing very, very good. I'm currently at the stage where I am brightening up a couple bits of the fabric. It's been going pretty good. Just a little bit. Yo, how you doing? How you doing though? Today's been good for me. Got to play some games of Trench Crusade. I finally got into the bag of pierogies that I got at the Euromart, and ooh baby, I should have did that sooner. I've been wanting pierogies for so long, and all of them have hit extremely hard. I'm just like, oh, glorious pierogi, delicious pierogi. But yeah, so today's been good. Today's been good in like the very lowest. A lot of my days are very like old man good, where it's like I had a tasty meal and I went to the shop to play the games with my friends, and then I came home and I got to hang out with all these nice people. And that's kind of a lot of my life, if I'm gonna be honest. I like my life. I think it's very fun. It does make me feel like a million years old when I describe my day at any given time. Like, oh, I got to have pierogies. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, little delicious potato dumplings. Unfortunately, I followed the instructions and boiled them for like 5 minutes. Sadly, I didn't have butter, so I tossed them with a little bit of olive oil, and then I used some Laurie's seasoned salt. I need to get me some sour cream and some true butter though to like really make that shit pop. There we go. See, I can't nap though. That's my problem. I like napping, and by like, I mean sometimes my body forces me to, but I always wake up more tired, and I do less that day when I take a nap. It's the worst. I want to be so productive on certain days, but I'll be like, well, my body's like, Hal, you've had a long day at work, take a nap. I'm like, oh, I don't want to take a nap. Take a nap. Western knowledge as long as being content elderly. I mean, that's just like a good way to live your life in general. So yeah, true. Oh, got a little bit on the shoe. That'll be fun. Here. I'll be like close enough to getting this guy like a fucking ammo wash soon. That's gonna be hell yeah. I guess I could dry brush the base a little bit. Like the little bottom bits of this, the little red bits. There we go. How you doing, Goroth? Welcome. How you doing? You're not wrong, but like when I nap, I don't have that level of control. I do not have that level of control where I could be like, I'm going to take exactly a 27 nap. If I'm going to bed, like if I'm taking a nap, I'm waking up 2 hours later feeling like shit. I could set an alarm and it doesn't matter. I do like fried them in the pan too. I was feeling pretty lazy. Oh, that does sound good. Oh, some bacon too. I had bacon a lot. I have not had bacon. Hey, Donkyo! Welcome everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernaut the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. Though today I'm painting a Mamluk for Trench Crusade, and it's going pretty well actually. Doing a little dry brushing on him. Got the lad going. How was your painting? I assume yeah, there we go. You were indeed painting. What were you working on? Nerd? I was like, why is this brush so like jammed up? And I realized that like sometimes you can do a thing where you leave like a little bit of like a brush soap in there, which is kind of nice. You should work on some Trench dudes. Trench Crusade is life. Trench Crusade is love. Oh yeah, you're doing your Death Watch guys. Hell yeah. I'm gonna get a little bit of Griffin Claw, maybe? There we go, that sounds right. Yeah, that's true. Bacon fat is really good for making everything tasty. Oh, I want a deep fried pierogi sounds amazing, but I feel like a deep fried mall pierogi is like a good way just to like diabetic coma, followed by, I don't know, the intestinal distress. Still, I would absolutely give it a go. I would absolutely give the deep fried mall pierogi a go, for I am weak. Get this base with a little bit of dry brush in. I'm using basically like Rackar Flesh for this. It'll eventually darken up in a bit anyway, so it's not gonna be like the hugest deal. Use it 30 minutes of paint. So oh yeah, because you gotta do like Deathwatch has got trim, right? They got like a kind of Deathwatchy trim. That does sound real fucking rough. That sounds real fucking rough. Hang in there, yo. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm just working on what do I do? That works for other too. Neat. Okay. Little straps. I can. There we go. Yeah, I don't batch paint for a while. I do got a witch burner actually, so I'm still working on them. I just got them put together. So my witch burner is kind of special. This is one from the original Kickstarter, like the original Kickstarter. This is a CU cast witch burner. I also cut off his pimp cane. I like the pimp cane, but I wanted to give him a menacing scroll. So yeah, this guy is still very early on, very early on. But there we go. It like the cape is just, he just had like one thin coat on the cape. I need to work on him a bit. One whole arm does. Oh, okay. Old Greek guy's place. Ooh, oh, that sounds good. It sounds delicious. Big army painted color to do a deep tan awkward skin. That I don't know. I've used some tan skin. I just don't know about the army painter ones in particular. Like I have some, cause I've used like some of like Saddle Brown and like some other browns from Vallejo. I just don't know the army painter equivalent for that. Yeah, true scale stuff can be really tricky, so I don't blame you on that. Wait, what? No, I did not. I actually didn't even realize you could have elite mercenaries. Ooh, okay. So, like, man, you know what's really funny about that knowledge, right? So, besides Sultanate, I will need this guy for Sultanate anyway for, like, my pickup games. But, like, for New Antioch, I want to do Papal States, and it's like, getting an elite would be pretty bitchin', though I still think I might want to get a communicant. I might want to get a communicant anti-tank hunter, though, just because, like, anti-armor good. So this is the things where it's like, I've read little bits and pieces of 1.0, and everything has been pretty good, but there's all these, like, little corner case stuff that happens with the big rule changes, like, I would have never realized that. I will definitely have to take a look, though. So, okay, which Burner General needs to be completed at some point, then? Which Burner General needs to be completed in case, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever do New Antioch, like, in a campaign. For a while, we had, like, a lot of New Antioch people in my local area. Things have kind of calmed down. I have to imagine that now that 1.0 is out, things are going to pick up again, which seems to be the case based on my experience. A little bit of red on the shoe tip. This one, there we go. Oh no, that makes sense for an ash waist. That totally makes sense. How you doing, Jamie? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf, the miniature painting VTuber of the Nerd Golden Scale variety. I saw you brought friends. Hell yeah. And Pook paints periodically. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. When was the last time you painted? How you doing? Ooh, Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. How you doing, Dream Fortress Minis? And how you doing, Mikey again? And how you doing, Cribbit? How's it going, everybody? If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nerd Golden Scale varieties. And how you doing, Dream Fortress Minis? Welcome. I am the pussy is saved. Yippee! Let's go. Hell yeah. 2 nights ago. Hey, there we go. Hey, hopefully Final Fantasy's treating you well. I am working on a Mamluk for Trench Crusade, which is essentially getting crazy progress done tonight. I'm legitimately shocked at how fast I'm going. I've been working on the lad. Right now, what I need to do is I need to do some touch-ups and maybe add some brightness to a couple areas. Top, dry up. I'll have to get a little bit more. It's not the paintbrush I want to use for that. Sunday game nights. Hey, there we go. There we go. The day you don't paint. Would you paint on stream? Oh fuck yeah! Hold on, let me follow you back then. If you're painting on stream, I need to find more like painty people that I can raid because that would be legit. Oh you, hell yeah! There we go. There we go. And how you doing, the mech tech? Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. I actually gonna play 2 games today. I did it was not Solna. Also Fuon, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Wait a minute. I think you followed me like 3 times now, Fuon. How you doing? How you doing? Formally. Also, that guy over there says, "Tell Dream Fortress I like their miniatures." From YouTube to YouTube to Twitch communication. Yeah, I do. What's it called? I have a full Trench Crusade list for every faction. It's not New Antioch. New Antioch will happen. It's just, you know, taking a bit. Because I decided to do Papal States, so all my guys are like, even my basic troops are like very detailed for no real reason. He's like not that far off from being done, but I have to, there we go. I have to do some like really tiny little bits. But today I did, what's it called? I did Court versus New Antioch, and I did Knights of Avarice versus Sultanate. For Sultanate, I do House of Wisdom because I like House of Wisdom a lot. Regular base Sultanate's pretty fine. But I like me some alchemical horrors, so like, yeah, I gotta. Both of those are really good choices. Both those are solid. Naval Raiders are really fun because you can just like dude spam with SMGs. Like you get a really fast. So I fail so many dash rolls. Oh my god, I fail so many dash rolls. So having the option just to be like, you know what, everybody gets a bonus die. I don't care that it limits like my troop choices or whatnot. That's fine. That's whatever. I can handle that. Like, ooh, bonuses and stuff. Diving, there are also like a bunch of really cool minis for Naval Raiders as well. There's a bunch of really cool minis for them. Got like a little bit of red on here. Like unread that just a wee bit. Is there like a bad red on here? There we go. Oh yeah, same. I love kit bash and shit. If anyone wants to see my minis, I got a whole bunch of them over my Instagram, which is where I usually do my finished stuff. I love kit bashing. Oh yeah, these are still very work in progress. So I'm making some flawless blades for my Emperor's Children by way of word bearers. So I was like, oh yeah, I have a bunch of bodies for Stormcast guys. So this is like some of the Reclusiarchs, I think, from the box. These are 3D printed from the same guy. I cannot remember his name. And here's like this other guy. Apparently, I realized that I did not print out enough sword arms. So I'm working on some more. But yeah, this is going to be the idea for them. I do like mixing Stormcast bodies with Marine stuff. It's pretty legit. It's very, very fun. Yeah, real cool. Always do win. Hell yeah. So Steve, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Ooh, turkey stew. Oh yeah, the Chainsaw Man movie. I've heard that's really solid. I was reading the Chainsaw Man manga a while ago, and I need to basically reread it all over again because it's been a bit. Yeah, no, that. Oh, are you a commission painter? See, I could never do that. My own backlog is way too long, and I have way too much of my own shit to paint. So, like, honestly, like, kudos being able to like do that kind of thing because I could not in a million years. It probably does give you a lot of cool shit to paint, though. I will say that. That's gonna be legit. How you doing, Turtle Sages? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I became a VTuber so I would be consistent on my own stuff. Oh, you're teaching too. Oh god, you're like hella busy then. So basically 5.5 years ago, I became a VTuber so I would be consistent for my mini painting. So I would just like, all right, today I have to paint in front of all these nice people on the internet, and that's gonna keep me steady. And it did work. It totally worked. Oh, are you gonna be a Adepticon? Hell yeah. I don't know. I've had some people tell me that like they might be going and I might be able to find out the room situation. I would like to go to Adepticon. I'm not going to say it's going to be likely, but I still would like to make an attempt because it seems really, really neat. Oh. let's go. And also, I'm gonna do a little bit of silver on some of these just to kind of brighten them up a little bit more. Nothing too bonkers. It seems really, really neat. For me, it's always like, so like I have always been very lucky the last times I've gone to conventions where people around me were like, I'm going to do all the planning for you, Hal. Just give me money and you'll have a place to stay. I'm like, cool. I have no idea how to do that because that's all done through like VTubing stuff and MagFest. But I don't know how to do that for like the mini side of what I like to do. A little bit of extra detail by hitting up these with some silver. And any other bits, maybe like a little bit of silver on the shoe. There we go. There. Nice. Give it a lick there. Oh, let's go. Nice. I was playing some of the games there too. Like I've seen people go to Adapticon and play like stuff like Talks and stuff, which looks like a lot of fun. I also have no idea how I'd be transport minis on a plane. That sounds like hell, but like, you know, it could be neat. How you doing, Furrow? How you doing? Welcome. I think I can just do maybe like one more layer of like this blue on a couple of the maybe just some. That and then a little bit. Like a little bit here. Here. All right, let's see if there's any. I am from the States, yes. I am East Coast Burgerlander. Which unfortunately a lot of stuff, basically all the cool shit for convention wise is West Coast. Hey, it's all good. Do it. I'm glad you came by. Thanks for stopping by. Definitely take it easy and whatnot. But like, have yourself a good night. Yeah, have yourself a good night. Let's see, there we go. See, oh, the game doesn't work good on what? On that. So thank you for the hydrate. Final mission still. Oh, ooh, I have not played Steel Battalion. Steel Battalion is one of those games that someday I would love to play it on stream and have like a camera set up so people could see me play it. I don't know when the fuck that'll be though. Happy Thanksgiving. It is not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Thanksgiving's one of those weird ones where it's like the last, it's not set by a date. It's set by like a specific day of the week. It's like the last Thursday in November. But yeah, I'm gonna do the usual make a turkey and whatnot, which will be good. Yeah. It's nice for MagFest, and apparently, so there's like people are talking about making a Vtuber convention called like Off Key or something like that? On Key, maybe? I'm vaguely aware that's being worked on. But like it's like, I don't know how serious it is, if that makes any sense. Like I don't know if that's gonna be like a legitimate thing that's gonna actually happen or what. I'd like a little bit more direction on the sleeve. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it'd be cool if it happens, because like Off-Kai seems really, really neat. It's just like, you know, everything West Coast is just like very, very hard for me to attend. It's supposed to be, like I said, it's supposed to be not any connection. It's just a similar concept of like, we would like a VTuber convention that is East Coast. That's, as far as I'm aware, that's what this thing's mission statement is. I don't know much about it beyond that though, to be honest, so I don't think it's like a fraud or anything. It's just that I don't know if we're at the point where you could say like, yeah, they're going to make it. Like, this is going to be real in 2026. It could also be small too, which, you know, I actually don't think that's a bad deal. You know, all conventions got to start somewhere. So if this theoretical East Coast VTuber convention starts pretty small, yeah, you know, and then next year it could get bigger. I think that's okay. But yeah, it also could just be, maybe it will be too small for anyone to give a shit. So I don't know. Fingers crossed that it becomes a thing. If it's reasonable for me to attend, I might give it a go. I will need to see what sort of that final shape takes. It would be cool if Off-Kai itself decided to expand, but I think like VTubers are like, I don't know what the state of VTuber popularity is. Like, you know, we're no longer in pandemic time, so they've like that golden age is not really a thing. And I just mean in terms of just like popularity and like public interest and stuff. It has just gone to being like a very specific hobby now, or a type of streamer, which is fine. But it's like, I kind of, because they didn't strike when the iron was hot for that kind of thing, I don't know if that's going to become real. The one there, gotta get. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't need to be under the Offkai brand, but I think that would make sense, though. Like, I think if, like, you know, kind of like a PAX East and PAX East and PAX West. How you doing, Picanora? How you doing? Welcome. That's true. That is very funny. Every time they're, like, biggest female streamers, they always, like, leave out VTubers, because if not, VTubers mug the shit out of, like, everyone else. It's really funny. It consistently seems to happen, and they're like, hey, isn't that kind of weird that you left off a lot of VTubers on there? It's like, they're like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Also, speaking about shutting the fuck up, no, that's not a segue at all. It's enamel time! Yay! Yippee! Well, let me get all the various enamel bullshit so I can do an enamel coating on this bad boy. Let's get my jar of enamel paint. It's a jar of mineral spirits. Let's get my airbrush blow dryer, also known as style. This get my mixing tray, and then let me get my squeezy thing, and then let me get my enamel wash of choice, which is AK Wargame Washes Dark Wash. I really like this shit. It's really, really nice. I do like the Villainy inks, but I don't like that a lot of them dry satin. Sometimes they yeah, no, that is the thing. Villainy inks smell better, but yeah, AK stuff does definitely have the odor. But also too, I find that you know, they dry matter, so I like that better. I know apparently the Grimdark, the Villainy ink guys are working on a series 2, and I don't know what exactly goes into series 2. Oh fuck, the sponges. I got sponges around. Okay. Got you. Got the makeup sponge on the stick. Yeah, there we go. I got all that I need. Is it already out? Fuck, I forgot about that. Okay, then I've not ordered any phase 2. Maybe I'll wait on that. I don't know. Get that stuff. Remembering I always need to remember that, like, yes, it's going to dry darker. I need to not go too apeshit with this. Like, this is solid. This is looking good. A little bit more out. I've not had any good luck with their rust effects, but I do like their Carrion Crimson. Like, if I was just like gonna buy, I never really got a good feel their green. Like, they had like a kind of like dirty green. And they have like an oil effect, which is kind of neat. But really, just like Goon's Grime and Carrion Crimson are sort of the ones that I've always like really had the best luck with. Those are fun. Those have always been the ones I think I've just enjoyed using the most. But yeah, I have not looked at any of what they're selling for like the second gen of those. So maybe there'll be some more stuff in there. I think I saw the Grimdark Billis, he had like some of them used in his World Eaters. And I don't remember which ones off the top of my head. Yeah, they are very nice though. So I really like enamels because I like being able to control them. I think oils are neat, but because oils typically have a longer drying time and they're a bit messier, like I gotta like mix them up. I find that these are really good compromises for someone who streams. These are good, where it's like, yeah, I just pull them from the bottle, I can work them around, I can blow dry them. The camo greenish, oh, that might be good. The bone one would probably be really legit. Get like up in the folds. Sure. By Twitch imaginative power. I don't know. The thing is, I don't think they're getting. It's really weird. I don't think any platform is fucking too much. I mean, you know, the usual, like, oh, someone's got banned for some stupid reason. Like, that's a... Ooh, okay. Why? Okay, this is, This has managed to eat Through only part of the blue. What the fuck is going on here? Okay. Well, let's give this a go and see if I can fix this. Weird. I know you don't have to varnish, and I usually don't. This is like eating the fuck out of a lot of this. Is it just like No, it's not color shift stuff. It just seems to be, sometimes I notice, some of the, it almost seems like almost some of the, like the fanatic line seems to interact with the enamels kind of weird. So it's like, you'll notice like the metals didn't affect any different. And then the reds were done with Vallejo. But yeah, the blues are done with like acrylic, working fanatic stuff. I thought I stopped having issues with them with the enamel paints, but I guess not. I don't think I'm totally fucked. I don't think this is going to be totally screwed. I do think I'm going to need to try some shit. So I might just need to layer this differently. First of all, continue just to remove as much as I can. I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot it's weird with sulfur. Oh god, I'm removing so much. Oh no. Oh no! It's ruined! No, okay, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Even if I have to remove all the blue, I will bring the blue back. Get a little bit from the face. A bit from the hands. There we go. Yeah, okay, so it's not just me then. Because, like, I've had this happen before with some of the browns, and, like, I feel like some of the fanatics don't have this issue. Weird, okay. Weird. Do this. Get a little bit here. Like I said, the fact that it's just the blues is actually not the worst, because like I can touch those up pretty easily. Like this part, the interior parts, the reds, those are the parts that's would be annoying if I lost those. Like I can kind of just go in here. All I have to do is sort of wait for it to re-dry, and I can reapply the blue. Unless I could like really blow dry that shit. Yeah, it sucks because I'm trying to move to Army Painter because Vallejo keeps like being bad to some of their like Union guys. Though I still need to check. I think I mentioned that like I need to double check on the status of that. It's fine. It's fine. I'll not let this bother me. This actually might end up with like a cool texture effect, which I might even be able to utilize that a bit. Oh no, you were also painted with a All right, we can do this. I can fix this. We can make this real. Yeah, I also have a lot of Vallejos too. I just haven't bought any new Vallejo paints. All right, so let me squeeze the back. There we go. I've generally had no issues with enamels or proacryl stuff. I don't have a good example like right here next to me, but I've used them before too. Okay, here's what I might do. All right, here's my big brain play. All right, first of all, oh shit, hold on. I realized I did not try to remove any paint from the skeleton heads. It brings some color back to the lads. Can you hold BBG back? None that. Like this guy? Like you want to like? No. There. All right. So maybe if I really try to blow dry this, like get it like nice and like settled. Oh, he is baby girl. Okay. There's a couple little under here. So get that, dab that out. A couple in this recess too. Shut up. There we go. So yeah, I guess basically I just need to like write a mental note that like if I'm using like Army Painter Fanatic, I just need to do a matte seal, a matte varnish seal, which I can do. It's tricky to do on stream. I just have to be like, well, Mini's done for today, which man, it's fine. Let's see what we can do here though. See what we can do. I'm gonna go back to the deep ocean blue, a little bit more on my palette. I'm going to use this cheapo brush, and looks like it's not coming off anymore. And let's give this a go. And now let's use a little bit of matte medium. Hey, it's all good, Mike. Have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. I will repair this model. He will be done. Probably, like I said, probably not tonight now. If this didn't fuck up, he would be on track for being done tonight, but luckily. It didn't totally fuck it up. It did not totally fuck this up. And I do wonder if this is going to leave like a neat texture. Like the possibility of a neat texture would be kind of neat, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little aggressive, and I'm not going to use any nice brushes at this stage. It's because I'm probably cross-contaminating a little bit with the enamel paint. I'm playing it a little fast and loose. Luckily, removed from the bottom. Okay, fine. And I'm at peace. I'm at one with the mini paints. I think overall though, like, but if besides this material based fuck up, really happy with the way he's turning out. I'm really happy with this. Like that. We're bringing the color back. Probably what I might do is if I can at least bring this back, I can then do an enamel. I can then do the matte varnish, and then I can go back and wash it. Just wash the. I mean, everything else got like a wash. I probably don't need to go like a secondary layer on that. It's also really funny how much so this is just like a cheapo craft brush I got, and I don't know why I enjoy using it. It does behave very nicely. Like I guess it's because it doesn't need to maintain a tip. I can just kind of keep it kind of chunky. It doesn't really matter that much. Getting a little bit into this is probably a cross-contamination thing, but it's fine. I will not give up on the boy. I will not give on the boy. I still have some of the other models. Like the last time this happened, I was doing my Naval Raiders, and I just totally forgot about this. I remember I had this issue with their pants. I just totally blanked on that being a thing. Okay. Nope. So far, we're bringing it back. Use a smaller brush. Am I doing it? Why am I determined to continue to use this brush? I guess once again, this is a cheapo brush. And if I do mix a little poorly, it'll be fine. As opposed to my nicer brushes, which I kind of want to hopefully maintain. How priest I have a polearm? Is some sort of halberd knocked, if you will? Is that the implication? Yeah? Is that the implication of what's going on? Yeah, give it. Polearms are pretty solid. I give my my sorcerer in Trench Crusade a polearm. Because, like, for the most part, nobody ever charges her in melee, but because she's doing all of her damage via spell, it doesn't really matter too much. So it's like, yeah, if you get to melee with her anyway, shit's already gone pretty bad, but I'm just gonna gum up the works as much as I can. I do also got pain transfer too. I don't think so, no. I actually don't know if you can give priest strong at, like, any level, like... It's maybe it's possible to give them strong. I'm not aware that you can, really. Like maybe that's like a campaign skill you can get. Like I do know I did end up with a trench with a war prophet with strong, which was buck wild. But I think by the time that happened, it's been so long since any of my local groups have done like any campaign stuff. We're like, yeah, we're basically just gonna like restart. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, fine. All right. Okay. So check this shit out. It's basically back. Like I said, I need to like get like the bottom, which or like the last little refuge of the paint being stripped. If this is not as nice as I would like, this should be still fine then. Plus the gun I ripped off. Hey, let's go, let's go. I'm sure the Warthog gun will be quite blessed. Hey, there we go. Okay. You fix this. How in the sweet country fuck do I bring that back? Okay. I know how to bring that back. I'm just going to need... I'm just going to need to repaint the entirety of the cloth. This is Rin. This is Rin Penrose, yeah. I enjoy their singing. I have a couple of Rin songs on here. I have not watched a Rin, like I don't catch them live very often, and I also have not watched a pre-recorded video for a while. Yes, it is John Vtuber indeed. I think the tricky thing is like a lot of times they play Peggle and like Balatro clones, so it's like if you're in the mood to watch someone play those, it's like hey cool, but if you're not, you're like oh no, I'm good. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah, they also do Nintendo. I haven't seen it. I actually have not seen them play Nintendo games at all. Okay, this is good. Well, I still have my highlight colors ready to go as well, which is actually going to make this like really really nice. And I've also got a defensive layer, so if I need just to do this, with a little bit more on there. Oh yeah, I thought this was gonna be way more of a pain to build back up to this, but it's really, really not actually. And all I have to do is just do a little bit of stuff. Yeah, Pikmin are cool, but like some people really get into Pikmin stuff. I've actually also like, apparently there's like Pikmin Bloom, which is just like Pikmin walking game, seems really, really nice. Like I've not really looked into those, like this game is based for like walking stuff. But it seems neat. Like it seems like one of those like, hey, if you want, like, because I'm also one of those people that like, there's some people that will just like, I'm just gonna go on a walk, and there's other people that are like me that like, I can go on a walk, but I need like a purpose behind it. But even if that purpose is like make little Pikmin in the video game happy, I think that would actually be kind of nice for me. Oh no, I gotta get my. I need to get my little what's it called? I need to get my little flippy like special Pikmin hat or whatever. I don't know. I vaguely am aware that like you get like the more you walk, the more you get like new outfits. And they do like a little scrapbook and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm like that for traveling in general, where the idea of like I'll drive somewhere. But like just the idea of just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go on like a night ride feels weird and alien to me. How you doing, Dreamforce's minis? I've been, I think I'm blanking. My bad. I'm mentally readjusting after to solve an issue. This is from Wargames Crew. I actually don't know if there's an official Mamluk mini at all. Now that you mention it, there might be one. If there is one, I don't recall it actually. I wouldn't be surprised if it existed. But yeah, this is from Wargames Crew. There's like a couple different variants. I chose the one with the sword because sword cool. Yeah, he does look pretty bitchin'. Once again, I like a large lad in my armies. Okay, if it wasn't a mercenary pack, then there probably is not an official one then. That's good to know. So yeah, Sir Nicholas has one as well. I think I just like this one because it's a big fucker. I like, you know, big fucker, big sword. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. there. We do it on time. I'm doing reasonably good on time. Yeah, I'm up. I know Sir Nicholas took like a 2-month break from making minis. I hope he gets back in the saddle because I do like his designs quite a bit. I want to continue. I guess I could also use this to kind of brighten up some of the stuff a little bit. I think the level of brightness I'm at is like pretty reasonably solid. Oh. Check it out! All right, the boys back in town, baby. Yeehaw! I should just keep this guy in my lap. I don't need to keep moving it around. It's nice to have the hell bust for this. Hell yeah, let's go. I was wondering what you're doing for the head. Oh, I was just looking at this. Let me see. So the bags also had the same issue, but they're actually like not that damaged. So what? This doesn't sound weird. Do I have a brown contrast? I have Satchel Brown. I'm gonna see what happens actually if I take a little dollop of this, just a smidgen, and just kind of coat over those pouches with this. I don't need to bring a similar game elsewhere. Okay, so this actually kind of worked pretty well for fixing some of like the patchy stuff. Nice. Let's go. What else do I want to do? I think the sleeves need a little bit more dry brushing of silver. Actually, I could probably dry brush metal, like gunmetal now. I don't think I gotta go back to silver for that. Oh yeah, no, Jamie ollied out for the night, so. Oh yeah. I'm currently struggling with some 3D printer issues. I absolutely want to print out and paint the I want to do the Lord of Tumors from that. I don't think I'm gonna do the full set, but the Lord of Tumors I think will fit, because I kind of want to have a separate Lord of Tumors for the Great Hunger, because the Great Hunger Lord of Tumors can't really be rocking a lot of the same guns and whatnot. So I was like, that'd be cool. A little bit more metal sheen back to this bad boy. We're gonna brighten this up just like a wee bit. There we go. Hey, nice. Glad to hear your minis are turning out well. A little bit more on the sword. I like how I actually made it really scratchy in a way that kind of looks pretty nice. Where it's not necessarily rusty, but it's dinged up quite a bit. Bit of metal from the gloves because they're kind of reverted back to more of a brown coloration. Back more to the shoes and hey, there we go. Okay, if I actually look real deep at the cloth, I see the texture from this, but I actually kind of like it. It kind of looks neat. There we go. Oh yeah, so as somebody who's done nothing with Hollow Knight, I like the designs entirely off the designs. Okay, that's not true. I've played the original Hollow Knight, but I didn't get super far. I didn't get far enough to really understand. I forget where I got to. It was like a triplicate boss fight at some point. Did I recall that? Did I recall beating? And then maybe I didn't get much farther than that. That I cannot remember. So we got this back. There we go. All right, that's back. Blow dried this back. There we go. Now I can go back in and retouch up the leather. Good on time still. Those little bits that got metallics up. And a book while realizing that the song is like from the same person who did Bird Brand. Like I've enjoyed this one for a bit. I'm like, oh yeah, no, they got bigger now. All right, let's do. Get a little bit of dry brushing on the red. I feel like the red on the arms is always just kind of like it's getting red. I just need to like keep kind of like building up some like richness to it or what. Feels like it's missing something, and I'm not sure what that missing is really. Yeah, there's a decent amount of tactical rocks in their stuff. I am okay with it. Like I'm at the point that like if I see a tactical rock that I don't like, I can remove it. It's not like a huge barrier for me, but yeah, they can be annoying, yeah. Oh, there's like a down there. The boss who had crystals growing up him and shot too many lasers. Yeah, I don't recall that one, but that sounds about right. I think it's like one of those. So Hollow Knight was definitely one of those early video games where it's like when I was trying to get my footing on what I want to do. Like I've always been painting as a VTuber. For the video game portion, I've always kind of been really like wishy-washy on what I want to do. But I remember just definitely like giving Hollow Knight a shot. I was like, oh, this would be a thing to do, and I just don't think I did super far into it. I think it's unfortunately also one of those games that like unless you're committed, it is a stupid long game. And that's like, you know, it's really weird how I feel about long games now because I do everything through streamer brain. But for like most people, like, yeah, I like a long game. They're like, yeah, this game gives me good value. I can play it to my heart's content. I mean, I'm like, just go take. Oh no, oh no, this video game is long. Let's try dry brushing the back a little bit. That's a question. Let me see if I do. Just for the cape. I don't know if I'm going to do that for the sleeve. You hit us up with maybe. What if I just did that? Yeah. I mean, the art style is really good. Like, I think I have not run into too many people who dislike the art style, so I can totally see that. All right, I have removed a lot of this of the very brightest of blue. Sleeves. This is a treat. Let's get a little bit more. There we go. All right. A little bit on there. Yeah, okay, so this, okay, we're good. I've officially bounced back to what I consider to be like an acceptable level of bullshit on this guy. The only downside to this is that means that I really cannot do anything more unless I seal him, which is not the worst. See, I got like 10 minutes to fuck around then. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, you know what? Witch burner guy, you have a base. I don't know if this is. I have this base, and I was originally thinking maybe for the witch burner, but he kind of fits on it awkward. Unless I want him to like peek over the edge, which is kind of fun. Like if I just kind of do it like that, but I don't know. You can also do it like that. To like get that extra support. Yeah, I can also just recycle this base for something else. I could have some other bases. I don't know. I'll save that for something. And let's work on the witch burner. So let's see. So I was doing the cloth, which I can go ahead and do that again. Just another layer of evil red. Just like a purple red that I really, really like. I was really worried that this was about to explode out. We good? We good? We good? Getting some good Trench Crusade mercs done. Yippee. We also work on the. You know what? Okay, I'll get his cloak. I don't have like crazy amount. Like, well, this is like, should I like how many other things on my desk should I do? Like, give a little bit of paint to? I'm like, that is a. the amount of like the like what is on Hal's desk is not crazy huge, but in Trench Crusade stuff, I got like a Stigmatic Nun that recently got promoted to Elite, so she's going to have an anti-tank hammer, which I'm realizing now I actually don't need to do that project. That was for a campaign that I'm pretty sure because of the rules updates and the passage of time is not going to happen. But I guess, I guess I eventually, in Trench Pilgrims, I will probably get another Nun to Elite. Because giving a Nun the anti-tank hammer is really, really, really fun. I know, Joshua. Yeah. So currently, I am working on this guy. Just to get his cloak right now. And then I can show you what I was actually working on. So I had a bit of a solvent mishap today because Army Painter decides to fuck on me in particular. But yeah, today's model is this guy, the Mamluk. So what has happened is that originally the Army Painter blues and the leather colors got removed by the mineral spirits, which was bad. But I've built them back up. I need to seal everything, and then I can go back and sort of touch those up and do some other bullshit. Yeah, I could do. I could try to bring a little bit of extra color back to the skulls. Let me do that real quick. Using like a off-white dry brush. Yeah, just get a little bit on there. Yippee! I also could do the base too. Actually, I could start adding some black. Actually, there we go. Great Taurus is almost done. Hell yeah! Let's go. Everybody's getting their minis done today. Hell yeah! Look at the lad. Look at lad. Yeah, I'm very happy with the blue and the red. I'm still iffy about the red a little bit. But, you know what? But I think overall it looks pretty legit. Fishing your sorcerer time. Hey, let's go. Working on stuff. If I was to take you and I have 2 guys with guns and I got 2 guys with yeah, there we go. What do you need? What do you need to get done? Okay, I need to do a layer gray on the face because I was doing the eyes and it looks like I got a little out of lines. That's an easy fix. I also do almost wonder if these guys just need just need to be enamel washed. In that case, maybe if I can get them ready to party, and then I also I don't remember what percentage of these guys are Vallejo now. I mean, the Army Painter. Maybe that's what I got to do is just get them ready, and then just spray them in the same pass that I do with the Mamluk. That's touched up. What do you need, buddy? Oh, he's got some yellow. Okay, hold on. There we go. Some roots on the base. Hey, I mean, somebody who does a lot of turnip stuff, putting roots on the base makes sense. Oh yeah, actually, let me show you something. So like, I had a little bit of, when I was doing some D&D stuff today. I had I like to keep my hands busy during rounds of combat. So, let me mute this ad real quick. So it's still drying, but remember a long time ago, I was like, I have a steam tank and I don't know what to do with it. I know what to do with it now. I was like, oh yeah, I could use it for the Army of the Dams, Lost in the Dams stuff. And also maybe I'm kind of torn the idea of really just going super far out with that for turn up militia. Fuck. Okay, we got ad break. I'll wait for the ad break and then I will do that. Meantime, these guys just got little bits that just need. Okay, so I also got these flamethrowers. What do the flamethrowers? Got a similar face dealio. They do. Oh, they got the opposite, where their eyes need the metal. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I got a bunch of troops because I don't know why I thought I would need so many. But sure, okay. You guys got any extra little side bits? There we go. Oh yeah, you got some. Okay, yeah, these two might need some extra work later, but that'll be fine. Oh yes, okay, now that the ad break is done, let me show you guys this. I still want to touch it up a bit, but I've been taking the steam tank, and oh god, there we go. This guy's not glued on. So I got a little turn-up tank commander for him. He's pretty bone stock with the original tank commander. I did file off the comments from him. And then I've been taking the steam tank and I've been attaching turnip bits to it. So there's these like turnip these are like for the sniper guys. They're like wall shingles, which I've been just gluing them to the sides. As Crucible Guard model, thank you. And I need to do some other just like filing some bits and some gap filling and other nonsense. But it's coming along, so eventually I will have a second turnip tank. Like I said, for the day I feel so deranged that I want to run militia. I think I want to do like a grand turnip army for Horus Heresy where I unite all of my turnip guys together. Under like I want to do like one guy with a gigantic combined banner that has all the army flags of all my factions as like one big grand coat of arms. I think that'd be very legit. I think that'd be very, very legit. Let's see. There's like little bits of pink I can see in the yellow, but I do wonder how much of an enamel wash will just fix that. But yeah, I'm gonna leave these guys are gonna be wash buddies with this guy. And I think with that, I think it is time to wrap up for the evening. Let's do that. Let's wrap up for the that reason is get to hear face turnip tank. Hey, that's what I like to hear. I like to give the BTE, the big turnip experience for sure. But, wow. Hey, thanks for coming. I'm gonna mute the audio so I can actually hear myself talk. Thanks for coming, right? I had a lot of fun. Schedule for next week will be pretty similar. Oh, actually, no, it's actually going to be kind of different. So on Tuesday, doing some more mini painting. I don't know what yet. And then on, there will be no movie night. There will be no movie night this week. I'm doing a thing like a VTuber magic thing, and I don't know if that's going to be streamed. It might be. If it is, I'll let you guys know. Things will be happening there. So one movie night break. Don't worry. We will eventually watch Return of the King, the cartoon. Thursday, there's this game that's been recommended to me a lot. It's called, what is it called? It's called like Imroi or something like that. It's, yeah, MROI. It's that kind of one where it's like the LSD Dream Simulator, if the LSD Dream Simulator was like for like schizophrenia. Which is the kind of shit I enjoy, really. So, like, yeah, there we go. I think that would be. It seems neat, and people have been recommending it to me, so I'm gonna give that a go. So there'll be 2 video games next week. Then on Saturday, so that'll be Thursday. Saturday will be more Alice, and then Sunday, I'll paint something. Yeah. All right, everyone on the YouTube side, have yourself a good night. Take it easy. Bye, YouTube people. Bye. And for the Twitch side, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be.